Radish and Bloom Boy were able to go ahead and beat them 3-0 as well. And here we are. We are going to step into Miami Dome with a double Priya going up against this Kaya pick and this Dawson pick from Alores and Zen.
And we'll see how it ends up playing out. And already he's going to be taking him for a ride off the top. Zen eating a lot of damage. And again, it could be a lot worse. That could have been Zen stock gone, so he is still A-okay. He'll take that just fine.
No, this is interesting. They have definitely found a flow with each other, and they are moving and grooving all over Miami Dome. You know, the thing me and Flambo were talking a little bit about, though, you know, you see all these hits coming out over and over and over again, but it's that damage buildup that they have to worry about. They have to hit their opponent so many times to be able to get in a knockout. Nice Sayer coming off the axe, comes in, get some pressure. Them are going to go ahead and drop back off the side. Oh, no way. No way.
Oh, my God. He's on his last stock.
Yeah.
He's on his last. It's been a minute. It's been a minute into the game. That's already Lawyer's on his last stock. Zen knocked down to his second. Wess and Vemton Kilo deep into the red, but it does not matter because they have 6-3 stocks at the moment. 5-3 stocks. Maybe 4. There we go.
There we go.
But
yeah, that's a lot of offense, a lot of in-your-face pressure with 2 sets of chakrams just floating themselves around the stage here. There we go, Lores getting a little success in the air there. I will say Spear is one of the better matchups against Chakram. You can fight back a little bit in those
contest those dish joints.
Right. In those aerial situations. So I think that, you know, playing the Spear and the axe are very, very conscious picks from Zen and Lores here.
Okay, but Lord is holding on to it. Then not going to be able to get a full punish here. Wess going out there. Okay, bit of friendly fire, unfortunate, and that actually ends up taking Wess's stock.
Okay, this could be the first game they lose today so far, as everybody is on final stocks. Lores has got a lot of defense on that legend. See if they're going to be able to tank this out and get game number 1.
Okay, Vem coming in with the recovery. Again, a bit of damage being dealt onto Zen here, forcing a 1v1 on the bottom of the stage, going all the way out there for the recovery. Not going to be able to find it. Okay, Enlight coming out. An interruption. Vem with an amazing pickup to be able to close out that last stock on Loris. And now Zen is fighting for a chance to get back on.
Oh, no. Double chakram edge guard from Vim 10 Kilo and Wess. Yeah, just go next. Okay, all right. It's possible. They were so close to taking game number 1. Beating them has to be possible.
It does have to be possible. And that was after, you know, we got to see Loyalist just lose his stock immediately. That thing evaporated that second stock. Yeah, so it's double Priya, it's double Chakram. We're seeing the thing that we talked about, right? Which is, hey, those stocks off the top, they can melt, and even if they don't melt, well, you take a lot of damage in the process. Loyalist and Zen, they tried to do their best. It felt like they were just kind of like disjointed for a good amount of that game 1. Like they were separated from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. That is just, man, just the offense coming off of that double Priya. No swaps for Lores or Zen. See what we're going to get. We are going to go ahead and get a swap. We're not going back to Miami Dome. See if that's going to help Red Team out at all here.
Loyalist already picking up a neutral here. Vem tossing out the sword. Maybe going to be opting for Chakram later, but it's just still hanging on to it for the time being, going all the way out there, holding onto the ground pound. Loyal is able to find a sidelight. Vemton Kilo just stuck off stage for a good bit now. He keeps looking for the same ground pounds, and you don't want to be off stage against Loyalist, but I think he's going to make it back on. I felt it in my bones.
He was looking for the freebie down there. He was definitely trying to get catch somebody off a gimp.
I don't see Loyalist get edge guarded like that. You know, like I saw him off stage in that position. I was like, I have a feeling he's going to get back on, and he's able to pinpoint that sail. Beautifully placed. Wess coming back on. Oh, that KO'd?
Okay. They are staying toe-to-toe with them so far. Things are very close in game number 2 as we're getting started here. We're almost through the first minute. Oh, big friendly fire over there.
Put Red Team off stage for a second here. Loyalist does make it back on. The recovery was still somehow not enough to be able to KO. Okay. Recovery?
Okay, that is going to go ahead and knock out. That takes Alores off his first stock finally. but Wess also holding
this
on.
is going to be maybe it. The answer is no. Wess not going to be able to even get the exhausted recovery. Zen counting his lucky stars that he was able to make it back down, but the pressure does not stop. Vem going out there for the side sig. Zen makes it back on. Okay, everybody is safe for now.
For now is the statement of the century, I think, as we are getting a very comfortable up in the air. They're kind of just letting it rip here. Wess coming back down stage. Ooh, trying to go ahead and charge up that signature just a little bit. Zen has not got sweat beads out, but doesn't find a path to get back to stage. He's able to get back down on the ground, a weapon in hand, getting sent way up to the top though. This is super close.
Yeah, Loyalist and Zen though, they're super deep. They've taken a lot of damage. Zen still going to be hanging on to that stock here. Is Vem going to be able to get the stock off the top? Not quite. Kaya still a little bit bulky. Wess going for another side sig. Not going to be able to find it. The sider is able to successfully connect. Can they get this edge guard onto Loyalist? And the answer is yes. Once again, Vem, Tankilo, and Wess coming up with a big lead.
Huge lead.
Oh my God.
He is so good at getting them in the air, being able to work those nairs, those recoveries, and work them. He's so consistent, being able to get the multiple hits, to be able to take him up top. There we go. Wess finally going to drop down into his final stock. Vim Tankilo still looking, still the healthiest on the map here. As he gets...
Vem didn't pick up that weapon. I think he left that for his teammate. He said, hey, I'm deep into the red. I might be getting KO'd any second here. I'm going to let you have that one. He was right on top of it,
and depending on what he had primed, he may have known what his prime weapon, may have been conscious of what his prime weapon was.
He's like, I want that on my flesh stock.
Chakrams, yeah, there it is. Absolutely, got the chakrams, and now they are back in stride.
Okay, let's see what they can make happen. Zen whiffing that side sig, gonna actually get punished. Vem gonna be looking for another neutrality pickup, not gonna be able to find it. Loyalist going up high with Wess, looking to get that juggle, landing down with the down air. Bit of friendly fire, but Wess makes it back down safely.
The friendly fire may have been to stop the momentum.
Oh,
there
the
it is.
sig.
Okay.
This could be it. Vem, how do you make it back on? Eating it down, and Loyalist does not drop these edge guards. The GCNC goes unpunished. Zen was not ready for it.
No, that was crazy. I can't believe that did not get punished. That's going to knock out? No, it's not, because chakrams can't knock out.
Wow, let's
nice dodge.
Not off the sides, but that is going to be the stock off the top. Zen and Loyalist, they've taken a game, and it is not just a game. It is not just 1-1. It is the first game that Wess and Vem Tankilo have lost all tournament.
They did that for every other player that's here today. I really think they did that for everybody. Finally, a game dropping from Wess and Vem Tankilo. The Titans can be brought down, but can Red Team do it 2 more times in a row?
We'll just have to find out. We're going to be heading on over to Miami Dome for the game 3. It is a 1-1, of course. And we'll see how it goes. Honestly, that game, that time around, we didn't see any early stocks off the top. We didn't see any crazy juggles. We didn't see the Priya thing, the Chakram thing. So I feel like that's the thing to look out for. You know, it's a lot of damage and it's a lot of stocks. Okay, it has a lot of potential.
Okay, Wess doing a pretty good job. We're seeing him work the sword a little bit here. Okay, nope, he was trying to get down to that weapon spawn, and Red Team just completely ripped it away from him, taking it away. Wess still not being able to get on that weapon. Another Sayer would do the job. Laura's got the pogo. Dare is going to hit, and now they immediately swap their attention over to Vim Tankilo.
Okay.
Zen's still going to rock with him. There it goes. They're running with it here. 2-stock advantage for Red Team.
Yeah, didn't go for the stage touch there. Just wanted to keep on pressing after the GC sig, and then, you know what, was all out of resources at that point. Loyalist now deep into the red. Zen going to be soon to follow as well. Is there going to be a stock flying anytime soon? Vem actually going to be dropping the D-Light side, a little bit unfortunate. Okay, dropping the D-Light that time around. The End-Light is able to successfully connect. The side sig comes out. Not going to be able to KO though.
They need these stocks, and they need them badly.
Red Team, they're happy to hang on to it. They're getting a lot of extra credit. That's going to be one recovery. And the side light punish. Nicely done.
So good. Recovery is going to go ahead and knock out off that top 45, and Wess is going right back to it. Caught the recovery, 15 kilo.
That's it, and he's on his last stock again. Loyalist just taking a second. He's getting like, whoa, is this game 1?
So nasty with it. They are, way they're able to follow up off each other. you know, you have such a small damage output, but when you're able to synergize so well with each other and be able to lock them in with that team combo, is so well done.
But they've built up the lead. Red team has built up the lead, and they're continuing to hold on to the lead. And I have to say, they're playing so well with each other. Let's focus on them for a second, see what they've got going on. Loyalist looking for a way to be able to land here, looking for a neutral, able to get a recovery, starting a juggle. Zen picking it up with the neutral. They're just covering each other's space.
Yep. Flores trying to take him, make a move up into the air, whiffing on the recovery. Okay, nice snare.
Zen eating quite a bit of damage. Oh, the recovery comes out not enough to KO his own teammate.
Flores is going to try and get back down the
Wess
stage.
is gone.
Okay, Vim though was able to go ahead and put an axe on Vim, get him off of Flores.
He's got to kill him. He's got to KO him now. He's got to get that stock now. He goes up there. He chase dodges up. He goes again. Vim wants it. He wants it so badly. And Loyalist is hanging in there. He wants to set up that 1v1. And you know what? He just quickly switches back up onto Zen.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Vim 10 kilo. Whipping off the signature. Zen, weapon throw down. Good pressure coming out here.
Can he make it back on? He touches the side of the stage. Loyalist uncharacteristically going to be dropping that edge guard. Now Vem, what's he going to do?
He's going to stay out of the way of the weapon throw. Very well done. So good at staying out of the way. There it is.
Not enough to be able to KO, though.
Weapon throw to the face. Recovery coming up. Vim 10 kilo trying to put the pressure on arm, but that's got to do it. Yes, it does. Flores and Zen twice in a row, and they are up 2-1 in the set.
Okay, well, they've built up a lead in the beginning. It does not matter that Loyalist lost his second stock really early. Yeah, the synergy is beginning to come together. They're beginning to cover each other's space super well. I'm loving the team between these two.
Yeah, it's looking really good. Flores doing a great job off that Kaya. Being able to exploit that defense, keep things going here as we're going to take another game on Miami Dome. Zen, first one to get the weapon drop. And we're just going, it's been such
We're scrapping, we're fighting.
Yeah, it's been such a fast-paced set. Yeah. Both these teams, no holding back.
And it is blue team that's now quite a bit behind. Take a look at the damage that was dealt onto Wess here, and he just wants to return the favor onto Loyalist. He was put off stage, dodged the weapon toss. Vem trying to do the same exact thing onto Zen here at the moment. Not able to get the recovery, but still a lot of damage.
Great dodge from Zen to stay out of the way of that side sig. There we go. That's going to go ahead and clear that stock off of Wess, and they got Vim 10 kilo in a very bad spot as well. More damage being built up. Could be close to knockout range now, but they are going to focus their attention on Wess and continue putting damage on him as Wess is fighting for his stock really out there on the left side.
Yep. Okay, Vem getting into the downer into the side of the beautiful conversion. Able to get the KO. And now, how does Loyalist just play it back, play safely? How does he hold on to the stock is the question.
He definitely wants to try and get that bonus damage, and he does. That's another stock off of that first one. Double weapon throw coming out. Wess. Oh, that's it. Sweat beats out. Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah. Wess's second stock was a lot more valuable than Loyalist being so deep into the red on his face. So you know what? They have now secured an amazing lead for themselves. Zen covering the ground here. I don't know what's happening at the top of the stage, but Loyalist was in a bit of trouble, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very impressive seeing the way they have kind of cracked the code. They've definitely found a way to play around this double chakrams to the point where we're seeing Wess, you know, kind of rely on the sword just a little bit so far this set. Reverse off the recovery, very nice. They're starting to make mistakes.
Vem 10 kilo and Wess sitting on the last stock each now. Can they get something going? Loyalist, again, his accuracy looking so good, but red team, both members off stage. Zen going to be eating that side. Still not enough to be able to go ahead and close it out. Vem going all the way out there. Can he close the stock on Zen?
Oh, nice breakup. Being able to keep his teammate in here. This is, I was going to say, they got a whole other stock. Vim 10 kilo and Wess are about to find out what defeat feels like today. And looks like they're going to have to fight their way back up from the elimination side.
That's right. Loyalist is still somehow avoiding every single recovery up until that one finally connected. Okay, Zen, wait for your teammate. You do not want to get 2v1 by these two. We're not seeing a lot of actually crazy like double chakram team combos so far. Vem 10 kilo going off stage, looking for the grab pump, was unsuccessful in doing so. Okay. Oh, that should be a punish. No. That's not going to be the KO, though.
Not going to be enough momentum to knock him out. That is going to send him Vim 10 Kilo. That's not going to be enough off the top 45, but there is a lot of health still there on a red side, and they should be able to go ahead and finish this up. There we go. And just like that, today's Titans have been beaten and sent down to elimination side. I'm sure Future Bubble, Marky Moo, and Radish and Bloom Boy are all very excited at the prospect of playing them again.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. There was a distinct lack of team combos, I feel like, right? They weren't able to follow up off of one another very well, and they weren't actually able to get the thing that was working so well for them, which is like the really early stocks off the top, because if they can securely lead that early, it's